Okay, so thank you all for attending this Tuesday morning classroom session. We're going to be looking at shortcuts marketing. Let's get out of the slide that has the audio on it. There we go. Okay, so if you're familiar with our classroom sessions, each session is approximately 30 to 45 minutes. My microphone is on. We are recording this session, so if you have to drop out early, don't worry, we are going to upload a video of this a little bit later, and we will send everybody the link. And of course, if you think of any questions during this presentation, we will be taking them at the end using the question or the chat box. So with all of that said, let's move this over. So today, we're going to be looking at shortcuts marketing. Hopefully, most everybody that's listening into this call is already familiar with it somewhat. If not, that's okay. We're going to walk you through how to create a campaign, how to send it out, especially during this period where we want to let your customers know whether you're a salon, a spa, or a barbershop, if you're doing any early closing or if you're staying open or what exactly you're doing during this period so that your customers know what's going on. So, how do you get your actual shortcut system ready to start sending campaigns? So, it's more than just going to the shortcuts marketing tool and sending out a message. We need to make sure that the messages are going to the right people. So, let's look at your actual shortcuts point of sale to configure it. So, in shortcuts, oh, and of course, a little bit more on what it is. So, if you're not familiar with shortcuts marketing, what it does is it allows you to send an email or a text message to your customers. You can always create campaigns from the cloud itself. So you do not have to be on the shortcuts point of sale system. If you're home, you're working remotely, whatever the case is, you need to send a message out, you can log into the cloud and send out a campaign. So it's a very easy to use tool. It's very quick. It just requires a little bit of setup on your part. So who exactly is going to get a copy of this message? This is where it's important to know how to configure it in shortcuts. Every client that you have in your system has a client card. And in this card, you probably noticed that you have some opt-in details. So that goes for not just sending email marketing or text marketing, it also corresponds with any loyalty programs you may have. If you're sending spotlight surveys, so ratings and reviews, as well as confirmations. So a customer, whether they have a text or an email, can actually choose what their options are. Perhaps you have a customer that wants to get email marketing, not text marketing, but they want to get text confirmations. So from the client card, you can actually check and uncheck those settings. Also, whenever the customer creates a profile using online booking or self check-in, or they start receiving campaigns, they can always set what their own selections, what their own settings are. And of course, if they don't want to receive anything, they can always opt themselves out of marketing, confirmations, loyalty emails, or any surveys. So in your shortcut system, make sure that your opt-in details are configured. And just so you know, if you have the same customer in your details multiple times, you want to make sure that you merge duplicate clients. That way duplicate messages don't go out. Now, Shortcuts Marketing does try to filter out any potential duplicates, but it doesn't hurt to optimize your database. We do have a presentation that we've done previously on how to merge clients, how to search for clients. So if you've never done that, and you're afraid that maybe you have hundreds or thousands of customers that have duplicate profiles, it's not impossible to merge all of those. You just have to do little bits at a time. And if you do little bits at a time over several days, over several weeks, you can absolutely have a few hundred clients, if not several thousand, merged within a matter of months. So again, we do have instructions on how to merge clients. We have webinar presentations on that where we just focus specifically on that. So configuring shortcuts marketing. If you currently do not have any of these options enabled, whether it corresponds with marketing, confirmations, loyalty, or spotlight ratings and reviews, then you absolutely need to go into your shortcuts and configure them. Because if you do not include these questions, the default for all new customers, if you're adding them into the system, is they are opted out of all of these. So even if you ask the customer for their phone number and their email, and you forgot to set these options underneath when you're adding new clients, then Shortcuts is going to assume, okay, based on privacy policies, the client is not opted into anything. Even if they gave me their phone number or their email, we need to confirm that. So to make sure this is enabled, you'll actually want to go to Setup, Configuration, the General button, which is on the left side of the screen, and then into the Client setting. Once you're on the Clients window, on the top of the window, there are 4 tabs. You're going to go to the 4th one, New Client Layout. And then there's a checkbox to enable or disable whether marketing, appointment confirmations, loyalty, ratings, or reviews should actually be in the quick screen. That's usually where you add new customers. Now, you may go into your setup button, you may go into configuration, and even into general. If you don't see the client screen, then you may not have the right security permissions. So if you're a manager and you're watching this video and you're trying to follow along and you notice something is missing, then make sure that you log in or you have the owner log in and then go to Setup Configuration, General Clients, New Client Layout. Make sure you enable how you contact your clients on the quick screen. And this way, as you add new customers, you can opt them in or opt them out. The other thing you want to configure. So this goes more with a sense of if you're doing email promotions, if you're doing email campaigns throughout the year, you'll actually want to think about creating coupons or discounts that you can attach to those emails. So outside of the emergency, the sort of quarantines that are happening right now, if you're thinking of the future, you're doing a Mother's Day, a Valentine's, a Father's Day, or even a summer promotion or a holiday promotion, and you decide you're going to give the customers a coupon, whether it's $1 off a service or $1 off a product, create those discounts in your point of sale system. And the reason for that is your emails can actually track what the customers are spending when they use coupons. So you can set up a birthday campaign and say it's $3 off whenever it's the customer's birthday and the coupon is good for 30 days. Shortcuts will track when the customer used the coupon, what was the value of the coupon, but how much did the customer spend in total? So of course, customers historically that get birthday coupons end up spending much more than the standard service prices because they usually treat themselves to additional products or additional services. So Shortcuts can actually give you a return on investment report as long as you're attaching your discount codes to emails. And I will show you how to do that in just a moment. So if you forgot, where do you go to set up your discounts? You're going to go to Setup, Configuration, and again, on the left side of the screen, you're going to go to the Sales menu and into Discounts. At the bottom of the screen, you'll press New, and then you'll give your coupon a name and choose what the default value is, whether it's a dollar amount or a percentage. So once you have your customers opt in, their privacy enabled, and once you have a few coupons set up, then you can actually start to create your campaigns. So to get your emails ready, if you haven't set these up before, there's a few things you want to make sure are enabled online. Hopefully, everybody that's in attendance today is familiar with the console, the Shortcuts Online console. This is the page that you go to whenever you need to enable online booking or give permission for your staff so that they can look at their appointment book for the week, or even look at customer surveys. So once you go to the console, what specifically are you looking for? So there's a site settings button in the console. In that button, we actually want you to update your company logo. This logo will then appear automatically in every email campaign. So that's the very first thing, the very first option you have in site settings, upload a company logo. And then after that, if you have social media, if you have a company website, then you want to add those links. So you're still in the site settings window, and if you scroll down a little, there'll be a place for you to put in your web page, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And each one of those that you enter into the system will then show up as a corresponding button whenever you send out an email campaign. So at the very top, your company logo will appear. In the middle will be your message to your customers. And then at the bottom, you can have a link for online booking as well as your social media. Now, if you don't have a Twitter or an Instagram and you leave those blank, don't worry, those buttons will not appear on the email. So you're not going to have any sort of dead links. So make sure you update all of this in your site settings right away so that customers don't just get a blank email with a subject and a message. Put in your logo, put in your links. So now that we've done all of this configuration, you've configured your client cards, you've created coupons that you want to start emailing, you've added your company logo, you've added your social media links. Now to actually build a campaign. From the console, you're going to go to the button that says Shortcuts Cloud. And once you're in the cloud, there's a button at the very top of the screen that says Marketing. So even if you don't have the top tier package from Shortcuts, every customer that has online services enabled should at the very least have marketing available through the cloud. You may not have appointment book, you may not have cloud-based reporting, but at the very least you will have cloud marketing. Now you don't have to go through the console. You can link or you can bookmark the direct web page, which is a point of sale link. So point of sale, pos.shortcutsoftware.com. That's the link to the cloud. Your email and your password that you use to get into the console will work on the cloud page as well. So you can also bookmark this at home. So then once you're there, once you go to the marketing button, how do you put together an email or a text for your customers? So you're going to choose what type of campaign you want to send out. So the cloud, the marketing option, gives you the ability to do a message to all clients or a targeted campaign to specific customers. Or you have another option to send automated campaigns, appointment acknowledgement, happy birthday, new client welcome, no-show, referral, time to see you, and we miss you. Those are all automated campaigns. Once you change the details, once you attach a coupon or change the message and enable the campaign, then Shortcuts will automatically send messages on customer's birthday, when new clients come in. If you have a no-show and you mark a no-show in the appointment book, the customer that no-showed you will get an email. If somebody refers a new client, they'll get an email as well. If somebody hasn't visited you in a number of weeks, they'll get a time to see you, a friendly reminder. So you're going to choose what type of message am I setting up? And is this message going to be a text message, SMS, or is it going to be email? So if you're sending an email campaign, not a text campaign, but the email, then your company logo will be included by default. So that's the same logo that you updated in your site settings. And if you look as you're composing the message, it appears in the header. There's a little checkbox that says display logo, but that's just one graphic. If you're sending out a special campaign, whether it's a message to all clients, a we miss you, or referral, you probably want to add some sort of attractive graphic to go with it. So that's why you have the option in the header to then check the second box, display image, and then choose a file and upload a picture. So we recommend any picture that you upload that you want to include for your message should be 600 pixels by 300 pixels. And that way, if it's perfectly into the banner, it's often perfect size for mobile devices. And even if you're not really familiar with working with graphics, or you don't know if the picture you're uploading is the correct size or proportion, if you're using Windows, Windows has the Paint program built in by default that will actually let you resize photos and get them to the correct proportions. So you choose your logo, you decide, am I going to include a graphic with this? And then you can start to change what the details are in the campaign, in the message itself. So the ones that are automated, they will send on a specific time or a specific event. So for the birthday one, for example, that message goes out 9 o'clock every morning when it's a customer's birthday. If somebody hasn't visited you, I believe it's in 6 weeks, they will get the friendly reminder email. So one of the questions that I sometimes get is, can I change when the automated messages go out? The short answer is no. If you want to have more freedom with that, more flexibility, then you might want to consider going with our MailChimp option. But the automated ones are based on our most popular responses and our most popular actual open rates. That's why we recommend certain days, certain times for these campaigns. But the other option, if you're sending a one-time email blast, you get to choose what time and what date it should go out. Every campaign that you send has a subject that you can change. So you can put in a message like welcome to Angel Salon or happy birthday from your friends at Angel Salon, whatever you'd like it to be. That's most often the very first thing that customers see before they even open the message is they just look at the subject. And you can also use the insert field pull down to customize either the subject or the body of the campaign. So for example, at the very top of the message, if you're creating a welcome email for your customers and you say, welcome to Angel Salon, then you can use the little pull down menu that says insert field and insert the customer's first name. So it's much nicer when you get an email that says, welcome to Angel Salon, Noah. We're happy to have you. So it's much more personal. And then in the body of the campaign, you can also insert that customer's first name as well. You can insert business details, you can insert appointment details, things like that. So remember that I mentioned if you're creating a special campaign and you want to include a coupon, then you want to make sure you set that discount up in the shortcuts point of sale. You'll choose what the value is, what the name is, and also in the point of sale, you get to determine, is this coupon good for a product, a service, or a gift certificate slash sundry? Most locations will set it against a service or a product. And then once Shortcuts has that in the point of sale, when you're building your coupon, there is an option to include that discount. And you're going to have a pull down menu that tells the email, I want you to synchronize this offer, this promotion, with this particular discount in the Shortcuts point of sale. So our templates, they usually have a default message that says $20 off a service. Of course, you can change the offer text. You can say it's $5 off for your birthday or $5 off a color, whatever the promotion is. and then use the pull-down menu to attach it to Shortcuts Point of Sale. Every template includes the ability to put in a coupon, also includes the ability to put either a book now or a check-in button. And if you don't want to do that, if you just want to send a message to your customers, you do not want to include a coupon or any other links, then on the right side of the discount or of the book now, there's the ability to remove that row. It's a little X icon that appears on the right side. So if you're just messaging your customers, letting them know that you might be closing the salon for a week or two, and you don't want to include any coupon, of course, you're going to press that little X in the corner. And you might even remove the book now button so that customers don't misread the message and try to book when you're closed. So as you start to assemble a campaign, you can preview it, and Shortcuts will give you a sort of snapshot of what this message looks like. Or you can send a test email to yourself or to your colleague or to your manager, and then take a look at it. See if you need to make changes on the wording or the graphics that you choose, send another test, and when you're happy with it, then press the activate button. So the one-time messages, you choose what day, what time the message goes out. Once you press activate, then Shortcuts will give you a message. It'll say, I'm going to send out 6,000 messages at 4 o'clock this afternoon or at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then you don't even have to worry about it. And if you have ongoing automated campaigns like the birthday campaign, and you decide I need to change the graphic or I need to change the promotion details, you can absolutely suspend a campaign, change those details, and then press activate again. So we're actually going to go into Shortcuts, and I'm going to one of our customers' cloud pages to show you how they have their set up. So let me get out of this presentation for just a moment, and we'll go into the cloud. So in this case, it's one of my favorite clients, Palm Salon. So in site settings, they did add their company logo, they added their social media links, their company webpage, so that once we go to the cloud and we're in the marketing button in the cloud, if we go to an ongoing campaign, a happy birthday campaign, I can go to email or SMS. I get to choose which one I want to send. So I'm going to email. And if you notice, they have their logo enabled. The message will automatically say happy birthday and put in the customer's first name. So it gives the customer a message and a coupon. And if I just want to preview it, I can press preview. And that's what the message looks like. Even if I don't include a graphic, it's a very clean, very easy to read message. It has the ability to click here to book now, visit our social media pages. And again, I can also press send test and email a copy to myself. Look at it on my phone, look at it on my computer, and then see if I need to make changes. If I'm going to update this graphic, then I'm going to press display image, the little checkbox at the header portion, and choose a file. Now, being somewhat of a graphic designer, I've already created a bunch of banners for myself, and that's good for me. So I get to choose a happy birthday picture. So I'm going to choose these balloons. So don't forget, the preferred size is 600 by 300 pixels. So now when I preview the message, it will include both the company graphic and this campaign banner. So that looks cute. And if I'm happy with this, then I can press the activate button on the right side. And starting tomorrow at 9 o'clock, every time a customer has a birthday, they'll get an automatic message. If I'm going to send a one-time message, then on the left, I'm going to choose the first option, message all clients. On the right side, I'm going to go to email. And before I put in a graphic or anything else, even type out my message, the first thing I should do is tell Shortcuts what's the day and what's the time that this message should go out. Now, historically, the most popular send times where customers are more than likely to open or read it is actually in the morning, about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. So since we're just past that, I'm going to set my campaign to send out tomorrow, Wednesday. So I'll say my send time is 9 a.m. So now that Shortcuts knows tomorrow at 9 a.m., send out this message. So then I can put in a subject. So I can say salon will remain open for the next 2 weeks. So then I can put in the details of the actual campaign. And if this campaign does not have a coupon, so I am not going to use any sort of discount code, then I can press the X button on the right side of that row. I will include a book now button. So then when I preview or send the test, this will be the campaign that the customer sees tomorrow. So let's go back to the presentation. So it's very easy to assemble a campaign once you know what you want to say. And of course, once Shortcuts has been configured, if you're sending out any sort of coupon. So the steps for creating an SMS campaign, they're complementary to all of your emails. So you would choose from either one of the ready-made templates that we have, the automated ones, the birthday ones, the we miss yous, the referrals, or a one-time SMS blast. And you can even do a targeted message. And we're actually going to talk about targeted messages in next week's classroom session. So if you're interested in some more advanced features of Shortcuts marketing, please follow up next Tuesday. So it's very easy. You'll choose what type of campaign, what type of text campaign you're sending, type out a message, and Shortcuts will give you a character count. So make sure you don't go over it. Otherwise, Shortcuts will actually split it into 2 messages. And of course, you have to pay for all of those texts you're sending out. And you can also send a test message to your phone or to your colleague's phone just to see what it looks like before you activate this text officially. Now, whether you're sending a text or an email campaign, you can track your progress. In the cloud, there's a button called Dashboard. And the dashboard is a sort of summary report. It's a little bit of the employee's productivity. It's a little bit of the business details for a period of time. And at the bottom, there is a row that says campaign ROI, return on investment. It'll show you which emails you've been sending, whether it's an automated one or whether it's a one-time blast, how many were sent, how many customers responded, and any extra details on that. Did it include any discount? What are your sales figures for this campaign? So if you're following your happy birthday campaigns for a year, you'll know how successful this campaign was. What was your return on investment for it? Should you tweak the value of the coupon? Should you change the details of that coupon? Instead of a percentage, make it a fixed dollar amount. Can the customer only use it for specific products or services? Should you then look into creating a coupon for the we miss you customers, the historically lost clients that haven't visited you in more than 3 months? Maybe what it takes to get them back in the chair is offering them a coupon for a return visit. So then Shortcuts will track the return on investment. Was this a good strategy to enable those coupons? So believe it or not, you should now know how to configure the Shortcuts point of sale and the Shortcuts online console so that you can be ready to start sending messages. You should now know how to actually create an email and an SMS blast and send it to your clients, and how to track the progress on any campaign. So with all of that said, we're going to open up the floor to questions. So if you have any questions on the right side of the screen, you should have a chat window, you should have a questions window. So go ahead and write out your question. And like our other presentations, if you think of the question after the fact, if you're watching this video later today or tomorrow, and then you think of something that I didn't talk about with regards to shortcuts marketing, or something else that may need to be configured, or how does this work, let me know, let us know. We do check our messages, of course, our emails for customer care. We also check our messages on Facebook, on Instagram. So there's multiple ways to reach us. I'm also going to have a phone number at the end. So again, you don't have to ask right now, but later today, later tomorrow, if you then think of a question with regards to shortcuts marketing, absolutely reach out to us. We will get back to you. Right. I'm going to give everybody a moment here. I'm going to check the chat window. Nothing so far. And I don't think I got any questions this round. I might have some questions probably when I do the more advanced class next week. And if so, that's fine. So let's go to the next slide. So if you think of anything after the fact, or let's say you have an ancient version of shortcuts, and there's a number of features that are now available for online services, for the cloud, and in order to take advantage of these, your shortcut system probably needs to get upgraded. So if you need to upgrade, let our customer care team know. If you want to start taking advantage of more features from the cloud, or taking advantage of our tier packages with regards to SMS, because if you're not sending out text and you're thinking about it, we actually offer bundle packages, which will save you money by bundling 500 or more text for a small amount. So if you're interested in that, let our customer care team know. They can quote you prices if you need to upgrade your computer or see about rolling to another tier. Absolutely reach out to them. You can also reach us on Facebook, and of course our phone number. So our help desk number, our 866 number, just in case you want to ask questions later or you get stuck while you're creating a campaign, our help desk is always here. So you can call the 866 number, and if you go and press option number 1 once you're connected, you go right to the help desk, and the help desk is here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So we're always here for you, even during these trying times. And I do intend to keep these online classroom sessions going. So even if you can't attend, we are recording this and we will make it available and send everybody the links. So thank you all for attending. I hope you stay safe out there, and I hope to see you on the next classroom sessions. Have a great day, everybody.